艦陣地を指示せよ。陣地を指示せよ。
そう戦闘配置。
全艦に次ぐ至急陣地の防衛を望む。
Hey, what's going on, fellow captains? It's Muse. So I know it's been over a month since you've seen me. I have to apologize. Took some time off for personal reasons. So today what I have for you is a game where somebody turned crossplay off, and I'm in a Shima, and I don't like crossplay off games. I don't like short games. I don't like games with 2, 3, 4, 5 ships in them. I get pretty salty when that happens, and I'm going to take it out on the red team because I have a feeling whoever turned it off is over on the red team, so we're going to make them pay a price for turning crossplay off, and we'll discuss why I don't like crossplay off here in a little bit. But to get started, I tell the team defend the base. Being a short game, if we get really spread out, that's a really good opportunity for the red team to come in here and steal the cap. So I'd rather keep our ships kind of consolidated near the base and play defensive early, and that's going to pay off here. Team is actually paying attention to the stuff I'm laying down, which is really good. I have RF going, so I'm giving them an idea of what's out there, where it is, and it's at the other end of the channel. It does start over here on the right side of the channel, but then moves to the left side. So here, when we send torps down in a second, you'll see me torp towards that left side. That's where the RF is. And right now we're just buying some time, because if it's coming from the right, that means they have to get around that corner on their end, and then they're going to have to come down the channel. And people don't usually just come screaming down here. Sometimes they do, but a lot of your smarter players kind of hold up on that corner down there. So I'm trying to buy some time before I send the torps. I don't want to send them too early, because usually they'll stop down there and wait for torps. So just kind of knowing how long it would take me to get down there and do things now, I feel like is a good time. I send the torps, and then their Mino radars me, which is actually perfect because this baits their DD straight into the path of these torps, because he wants to come out and get me. He can see me on radar, so he wants to come out and do something with me, and pow. Ends up getting first blood dev strike. Colbert, goodbye. That is their only DD. That changes the whole complexity of this game right here. So my RF is still down the channel, so we know there's more stuff down there. Here comes torps off the Colbert. Just watching that RF. I know something's about to come down, so I'm going to drop smoke right here. Now, I don't want to drop it and be in it. I want to, if something comes around that corner, I want to be able to see it. So I'm making sure not to, like, hit stop and stay in my smoke. I'm making sure to stay out of my smoke, so there we go. We're going. So now we're going to go forward, go back in our smoke. It gets a spot on me for a second here, and then we disappear. Now he is pushing down here pretty fast, so my thinking here is turn out of my smoke, create some distance between me and him, but unfortunately there's a battleship right behind me, and I'm going to run dead smack into him. I'll run into the battleship, and then I see torps coming, so I'm going to start backing up and find a hole in those torps to get through, and unfortunately that's going to put me right on top of this Bourgogne. He's going to end up with a proxy on me, but it's kind of too late for him because he's not going to be able to turn his guns in time, and I'm about to do something horrible to him. Goodbye, Bourgogne. Have a nice day. That's 2 kills. Now we have the Mino down here. I'm going to go forward, make use of that smoke before it disappears to drop this spot. I can see I'm just about 5 clicks from him, so once I come out the other side of my smoke, I'll be unspotted. so it doesn't matter that it's disappearing because there's enough distance now. Now he's using, there's a little pocket on that left side down there, and he's using that pocket. It makes him really hard to see. I'll pick him up here in a second, but I'm going to send torps into that pocket. And this is a very fine line to thread right there, and especially with a dead hull in the way. There was literally one line I could send those torps down. But he makes really nice use of that pocket in there to keep dropping spot, stay unspotted, but unfortunately, like I said, I had that really nice line into the pocket, and those torps, because he can't really back up without being spotted and smacked by these battleships, he's just going to sit in that pocket, and that's going to end badly for him when those torps get down there. Which is right about now. There's another dev strike, that's kill number 3. So now, with 3 of their teammates dead, only 2 remaining, I'm going to tell our team, let's go take their cap. Our cap is secure. There's no way they're going to push it without us knowing where they are and what they're doing. So now we're going to go put some pressure on their cap. And one of their ships is smart enough to realize that's probably what's going to happen, and he goes back to defend the cap. Here's some torps off the Mino. So now we're just going to drive down the channel, head down to the other end. We're up on ships. I get a little aggressive here. I end up with almost no HP at the end, but it doesn't matter because all I need is 1 HP in a Shima, and I can do work. But the reason why we don't like crossplay off, or I don't like crossplay off in particular, there's a couple reasons. One, when you have like a short game, like 3, 4, 5 ships, and you have a division on one team, but you don't have a division on the other, that tends to be a really unbalanced battle, because if you have 3 people working together in a 3-person game, and you have 3 people that are completely random, that's kind of pretty unfair. Like that's a massive, massive advantage. Another reason is if you have a very skilled player in the lobby, 9v9, there's a chance that person can get overwhelmed and you can knock them out of the match. In a 3v3, 4v4, 5v5, that one skilled player is probably going to run that lobby. And that is unfair to, you know, whoever got dragged into that mess. You know, sometimes you'll see the DDCV game, like that's such a horrible game to be in on a huge map. Like, so here the Minnesota pops out. We're gonna drop smoke, get some torps off on him. He does get a really, really nice big blast into me. Takes me down to 20 HP. But like I said, all I need is 1 HP in Shima. It's gonna take some torps right here, give us our high cal. And then I'm gonna come out of my smoke, head up this right side, and he doesn't realize I come out, and he ends up coming back to where the smoke is to look for me, and that unfortunately is going to seal his fate because he just lines himself up for the torps. So all they have left is this Minnesota and the other BB out there on the flank, which they're dealing with, so I'm not even worried about that. You can see Minnesota's bleeding here, so I'm just going to let him bleed. Let him tick off as much HP as possible. And now you're going to see him turn back to where my smoke was. For whatever reason, he thinks I'm still down there. And he just perfectly sets himself up for a torping here. So he almost bled out, not quite. We tried to let him die off the bleed. Didn't happen. He saves himself at the last second. It either ran out or he DC'd, but saved himself at the last second with a little sliver of HP, but it ain't gonna matter because we're about to send a whole mess of torps that way. And that's gonna be game.
戦闘終了まで残り5分です。
His buddy went broadside down there to 3 battleships, so he's done for. Minnesota's about to be done for. And this was just a stomping. Absolute stomping. But that's all I have for you. 150k, 4 kills on a 5-ship game. I appreciate you. I will catch you all next time. Good hunting, fair seas, captains, and there should be a lot more stuff coming towards the end of the week. We'll be back to normal. Take care. Appreciate you. Bye.